Welcome to Vietdutch plywood general production process.
Overview of general process. Step 1. Peeling.
Firstly, the logs run through this machine to remove branches and barks. This is called debarking phase, which purpose is to make the logs easier to be peeled. The logs after that be moved by a conveyor belt to the peeling machine. This machine uses cutting knife to make the logs into plies.
Step 2. Dry core veneer.
In this process including two phases.
Firstly, let the core veneer dry naturally by the sun heat. And secondly, using heat from hot press machine to further dry the core veneer. We dry no more than 5 layers per bundle to control the core veneer moisture perfectly. Step 3. Core veneer grading. Core veneer after dry will be divided into different grade according to the quality. Step 4. Core veneer composer. We will use glue string to connect a grade together, making the outer layer of the core plywood.
Step 5. Glue spreading.
Core veneer will be run through this glue spreading machine.
The glue type we use is different for each of the products. Our workers ensure the glue to be spreaded evenly.
Step 6. Layup. After spreading glue, core veneer will be layering on a conveyor belt to make the core plywood. The highest quality layers will be on top and bottom, and inside will be lower grade. Workers will use plastic nails to prevent the core layers from being displaced.
At the end of the conveyor belt be the cutting machine to cut the core into programmed length. The two width of the plywood are cut during this process. Step 7. Cold press.
Initial step to make core veneer stick together by applying pressure. Step 8. Repair. Workers will check and fix errors that was misalignment, gaps in during cold press. Step 9. Hot press. Using heat and pressure to activate the adhesive, making each layer stick together better. In this process, the previous plastic nails will melt down. Step 10. Cutting.
Let the plywood run through a cutting machine to remove redundant portion. Since we already cut the width side, now only the length side being cut.
Step 11. Putty, QC.
Putting mixture of stone powder and glue to fill gaps outside of the core. After that, sound check the core by hitting it with hammer to detect inside gaps. If inside gaps are detected, the core will be disqualified and get rid of.
Step 12. Calibration.
Use machine to smoothen the face of the core plywood before applying face or back veneer for better appearance.
Step 13. Paste face, back veneer.
After spreading glue onto the core, worker apply face or back veneer. These are the finest veneer that used to create a natural wood looking for plywood.
Step 14. Cold press to stabilize face and acque veneers. Step 15. Hot press.
Hot press again for the face or back veneer to stick to the core.
Step 16. Cutting.
The face or back veneer redundant will be removed in this step. After this cutting, plywood are in the exact customer's required measurements. Step 16. Polishing. Again, smoothen the face or back veneer for better and more appealing appearance.
Step 17. Inspection.
Apart from our inspection, workers also do check each plywood for obvious and big mistakes before bringing them to package.
Step 19. Packaging. We do side paint if customers require. Worker will then apply strap and cartons to stabilize and protect the plywood during transportation.
Now the plywood are ready to be shipped to our customers.
Step 20. Loading. Packages will be arranged neatly, properly, in the correct quantity and weight.